Yeah, it's going to be really big for the Hatchets to need to come out and get a big win on this Saturday. Have a nice break until next Saturday where they have another big matchup.
Well, there's a little information for you on today's game. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back here at the Hatchet House. Thanks for listening to WHSH.
What?
Why only 30 seconds?
Here at the Hatchet House, we had a big conference win for the Hatchet boys team. Pizza, what did you think about that game?
You know, I thought we came out. We were really energized for the game. We came out and just shut Jasper down from the very beginning. We held them to 1 point in the second quarter. We forced a lot of turnovers. We were hitting our shots, led by you, of course. And it was just a great overall team win last night.
I know you were over there leading the cheer block well. We definitely had a lot of school spirit out in full force last night, and I think all the players really fed off of it. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Hey, we tried to get everybody out here for the past week. We've been talking about this game. We've been trying to get everybody here. Everybody showed up, and it was a great time last night.
We knocked off Jasper last night 51-37, and they last night they were ranked number 14 in the state. So some might have said it was an upset, but we don't think so.
Yeah, of course not.
Hopefully we can keep that going tonight. The boys team will play at Gibson Southern tonight, so hopefully the Hatchets can get 2 wins today.
I mean, yeah, the girls could beat Gibson Southern in the day. We could beat them in the night. It'd be a great day to be a Hatchet. Great weekend to be a Hatchet, actually.
I agree. The Wildcats from Jasper, they played Vincent's Lincoln last week and fell to them. Jasper was early in the season. They were definitely one of the Big 8 conference favorites. They're now 1-2 in the conference, which has surprised a lot of people. We're 2-0 right now. Vincent's is 5-0, excuse me. So right now they're in the lead, but hopefully we can change that. But it all starts with tonight and keeping our game on a roll.
And whenever Vincent's comes to town on February 6th, it's going to be a big matchup. More than likely, I don't want to jinx anybody, but it's going to be a matchup for the Big 8 championship. It'll be a real electric atmosphere, and we'll need everybody out here to support the team.
I think if you were going to go to a game, that would be a great one because we are also that night we are honoring the 10-year anniversary for the 2005 state championship team. So I think that would definitely be a fun game to watch and kind of watch all the festivities and all the excitement around the game.
Yeah, that'll be a little added fire to the rivalry. Vincent's won't be wanting to watch the 10-year anniversary of our state championship team. I think they could care less about it.
Definitely not. Well, we're going to take another short break here, and we'll be right back in the Hatchet House, and we'll be ready for the game. Thanks for joining us.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money going to come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
What? And we're back here at the Hatchet House. We're here for the Washington Hatchet girls team are facing off against the Gibson Southern Titans. So the Hatchets come in with a 9-6 record right now. They're facing the Titans with a 14-4 record. The Hatchets won their last game at Bloomfield, 47-40, and so hopefully they can keep that momentum going as both teams here have entered the locker room and we're waiting on the game to start.
Yeah, we got about 15 seconds until the national anthem, so final preparations for the team before the game.
And we are going to looks like we got a little bit more time until the national anthem. As here come the Hatchets, they're going to get a little bit more shooting in before the game. Pizza, we've got a couple big NFL matchups coming up this weekend. What do you know about the Colts visiting the New England Patriots?
Well, I know Andrew Luck's coming off the big win against Peyton Manning, that was the headlines, but it was really Colts versus Broncos, and Colts dominated them all game. I think this week Andrew Luck's going to have like literally zero turnovers. We can't afford any mistakes at New England because they'll capitalize every time. We got to force Tom Brady out of the pocket, and we got to force him into some turnovers. Hopefully this is the passing of the torch from Tom Brady to Andrew Luck.
I was watching ESPN the other day, and their little segment about bold predictions.
Yeah.
Trey Wingo had his bold prediction of Boom Herron going over the 100-yard rushing mark, which hasn't happened for the Colts in an astonishing 39 games, which is almost unheard of. So that's his bold prediction. If the Colts can establish a run game in Foxborough, that will no doubt help out Andrew Luck and the whole offense.
Yeah, Belichick's going to try to limit T.Y. Hilton and the amount of yards that he can get. Belichick always has a great game plan coming into big games, so the Colts are going to need to be a little more two-dimensional. They can't just rely on the passing game 70% of the time. So Boom Herron's going to need to pick up the slack, get some yards for the Colts next week.
And most of the time everybody thinks they think about the high-powered Patriots offense with Tom Brady and the powerful receivers, but they always come in. Their defense is always prepared and ready to stop the opposing defense, and opposing offense, excuse me. And it's really overlooked and definitely a huge part of their past success.
Yeah, going to Foxborough during playoff time is always one of the toughest things on earth to do. It's very hard to win a game there, but I think the Colts are well prepared. They went into Mile High last weekend to beat the Broncos, who were heavily favored against the Colts. So I think if there's any team right now that could go in there and beat the Patriots, the Colts can do it. They just got to cut down on the turnovers, and they got to force some turnovers.
That was the AFC Championship side. Now for the NFC game, it'll be the Seattle Seahawks hosting the Green Bay Packers. The defending champs come in as favorites, especially with Aaron Rodgers and his injured leg with their powerful defense, but we'll see how that plays out this Sunday. Winner will advance to the Super Bowl. And right now we're going to take a short break. Excuse me, no, we're not. We're going to do the starting lineups first. Starters for Gibson Southern are number 12, Kiana Smith, number 20, Laura Barton, number 22, Hannah Cosby, number 25, Presley Johnson, and number 34, Maddie Rayleigh. The Titans come in with a lot of experience in their starting lineup. Now we've got the starters for the Hatchets. Pizza, tell us a little bit about them.
We have a sophomore, Caitlin Davis. We have a junior, Izzy Wagner. Another junior, Jenna Johnson, who runs the point guard. Cheyenne Jones down low is our lone senior in the starting lineup. Carrie Lane is a junior forward. She really gets on the glass sometimes, really tries to push the tempo.
And so they're your starters for the Hatchets as well as the visiting Lady Titans. So looking forward to a big matchup here. We're going to take a break. Thanks for listening to our pregame show. We're going to have the national anthem, and we'll be back here at the Hatchet House. Stay tuned to WHSH.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Hey, this job looks perfect. It says you need people skills?
Check.
Driver's license?
Check.
And a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
You are good to go.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
And we're back here at the Hatchet House. The high school pep band just finished the national anthem, and we're just about ready to tip off here. It is the Washington Hatchets facing the Gibson Southern Lady Titans. Both teams are hopping onto the floor here. And we're getting ready to go. It looks like the starters for Gibson Southern once again are number 12, Kiana Smith, number 20, Laura Barton, number 22, Hannah Cosby, who will jump center, number 25, Presley Johnson, and number 34, Maddie Rayleigh.
Looks like Gibson Southern has a lot of size out here, so it's going to be tough for the Hatchets to get down low and get some buckets.
And Gibson Southern wins the tip. It's over to Kiana Smith, who will bring it across the timeline. And good pressure from Caitlin Davis. Laura Barton for three, no good. Cheyenne Jones comes up with it. It's tied up, and that's a jump ball. It'll go to
Good defense over the Hatchets.
Rebound to Jenna Johnson. She's going to bring it across the timeline. Over to Carrie Lane on the wing. She'll reverse it to Caitlin Davis, and they'll swing it around the perimeter. Izzy Wagner. Cheyenne with it on the wing. Over to Carrie Lane. Good pressure from the Titans here. Good ball movement from the Hatchets, too. The ball screen for Jenna. Over to Cheyenne. Pulls up for a jumper. No good, but rebound Izzy Wagner.
That's what we need right there. Izzy Wagner getting on the offensive boards, looking for a good shot from Jenna Johnson.
No good, but another rebound from Cheyenne, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2 free throws.
Good opening possession there for the Hatchets. 2 offensive rebounds. That's what we need underneath.
Foul is on number 22, Hannah Cosby. Cheyenne has been a pretty trusty source from the line so far this season.
She has been.
And her first shot is up. And good. Hatchets take an early lead, 1-0. Here comes the second shot. Shot is up. And it's good. So Cheyenne puts the Hatchets up 2-0 here early in the first quarter. And Kiana Smith will bring it up across half for the Titans. Maddie Rayleigh throws it out of bounds. That's turnover number 1 for the Titans.
Once again, great defense from the Hatchets, forcing them into a bad pass. Really nowhere to go for them.
Good defensive pressure there from the Hatchets. Izzy will inbound to Jenna Johnson. Some pressure here from Laura Barton on Jenna.
She has a lot of size on Jenna, it looks like. A couple inches, maybe 3.
Carrie Lane has it at the top of the key now. Over to Jenna. Shot fake, pulls up for the jumper, and it's good.
Great shot fake there from Jenna. Get her opponent in the air and right around her for the easy shot.
Laura Barton will bring it across. Over to Kiana Smith, to Rayleigh on the wing. We'll swing it around. Here's Presley Johnson. Back to Laura Barton. And she travels. That's the second turnover. Good defense from the Hatchets.
Gibson Southern looks a little bit shaky out there with the Hatchet stifling defense right now. Really nowhere to go for them.
Hopefully we can keep this up. And but with their high-powered offense, it's going to be tough. But I think we can do it. Jenna Johnson dribbles it up. Kicks it to Caitlin Davis. Nothing doing. She'll dribble out over to Carrie Lane. Carrie tries to penetrate. Kicks to Jenna. Caitlin gives it to Cheyenne. She's blocked by Maddie Rayleigh. It'll be Hatchet ball.
Maddie Rayleigh was really looking forward to that shot right there. She's just about put it in the third row.
She definitely has the size advantage there. Caitlin Davis, no good on the layup. But Cheyenne comes up with it. Puts it up, no good. Jenna comes up with it. Kicks to Carrie Lane for the jump shot. No good. Good hustle from the Hatchets here as Izzy Wagner keeps it alive. Great hustle from the Hatchets. Jenna penetrates in for an easy layup.
Great hustle by the Hatchets right there to grab 3 offensive rebounds in 1 possession.
And a steal from Caitlin Davis here. Oh, but she travels.
Gotta have that one.
And Gibson Southern will take a timeout. It's gonna be a 30-second timeout, I believe. So we'll stay right here. The Hatchets have done a great job here so far. Pulled out to a 6-0 lead with 5:30 remaining in the first quarter. Gibson Southern just wanted to call a timeout, get their girls calmed down, and talk it over. Coach Mark Monroe has done a great job for the Titans so far this season. He's 162-51 in his 9th year, so definitely had a lot of success. And the Titans will come back out onto the court as well as the Hatchets. Looks like Izzy Wagner will pick up Barton right at the midcourt line. Barton kicks it to Hannah Cosby. Into Rayleigh. Carrie Lane picks it off.
Great defense. They've only allowed 1 shot for Gibson Southern through 3 minutes in this game. They've also forced 4 turnovers. Great job from the Hatchets.
Cheyenne Jones has it on the wing. Over to Jenna Johnson, who gives it to Izzy Wagner. Good cut from Carrie Lane there. Jenna shot fake. Good pass to Izzy. And another bucket. Great offense from the Hatchets so far today.
Jenna Johnson's really sparking this Hatchet offense. She has 2 points and 2 assists already.
Kiana Smith has it up top looking for Rayleigh. She grabs it and puts it in.
She's not going to miss that one very often. Right under the basket. It's an easy one.
So Maddie Rayleigh knocks in the Titans' first basket as Jenna Johnson kicks to Carrie Lane. Carrie just throws it out of bounds.
Bad pass there from Carrie. But looking to establish Cheyenne early and often. That's the risk you're going to take. Throwing a bad pass down low.
And Emily Roos will step in for Laura Barton here. Hatchets have an 8-2 lead here with 4.5 minutes left in the first. Kiana Smith will bring it across the timeline. Caitlin Davis guarding Maddie Rayleigh now. Kiana Smith has it on the corner. She'll kick to Presley Johnson. Shot fake, drives in, layup no good. Carrie Lane corrals the rebound. Jenna Johnson will push the ball up for the Hatchets. Finds Caitlin Davis on the wing. Over to Jenna, swings it to Carrie, over to Izzy. Good pass to Cheyenne, and another block from Maddie Rayleigh.
Maddie Rayleigh just did the same exact thing she did a couple possessions ago, just put that ball right down there.
Definitely helps when you've got about 5 inches on the opponent.
That's true.
Get it to Cheyenne again, shot fake. Not this time, it goes in.
Not that time, he's not going to get that one.
Cheyenne off to a strong start. Titans are working it around into Hannah Cosby, and the layup is good. Jenna Johnson up to Carrie Lane. Cheyenne has it. Shoots the three, and it's blocked again. This time by Presley Johnson. Jenna will take it out for the Hatchets. Trouble here. We got it into Izzy Wagner. Caitlin Davis has it. Over to Johnson. Swings it to Wagner, puts up the long two, and it's good. Great shot from Izzy there.
Great offense by the Hatchets, getting great open looks, converting.
Emily Roos penetrates. Kicked by Wagner out of bounds. It'll be Titans ball under the basket. Maddie Rayleigh will take it out for the Titans. Into Roos, over to Johnson. Rayleigh with the curl cut. Ooh. Looked like a push off there, but she misses the shot. Cheyenne Jones grabs the rebound. Jenna over to Wagner. Mishandles the pass, and it's out of bounds.
Here comes Shauna Webb for the Hatchets. She's checking in for Caitlin Davis. Caitlin played some very good defense in the 6 minutes that she was in the game.
And it looks like Kiana Smith will bring it across the timeline for the Titans, guarded by Jenna Johnson. She'll kick it to Presley Johnson. Emily Roos has it. Over to Rayleigh. Johnson looks to drive baseline. Nope, nothing there. Good defense again from the Hatchets. Emily Roos over to Hannah Cosby. Kiana Smith in the corner, back to Cosby. Presley Johnson puts up a three, and it's good.
Pretty good offense there by the Titans. Got a wide open look in the corner for three.
Now a 12-7 lead for the Hatchets, as Cheyenne Jones has it at the top of the key, over to Wagner. Jenna has it at the top to Carrie Lane. Kicks back to Johnson. Out to Cheyenne on the wing, guarded by Hannah Cosby. Shauna has it, reverses to Jenna, inside to Cheyenne, and she's fouled. She'll have two shots coming up.
Hatchets look like they're trying to establish Cheyenne early and often, and it's really paying off for them right now.
The foul is on number 12, Kiana Smith. That's her first. Team's second foul. Cheyenne will shoot 2 free throws here for the Hatchets. First shot is up. And good. Emily Mahan will check in for the Hatchets, in for Izzy Wagner. Definitely some good minutes from Izzy there so far.
Yeah, Izzy, 4 points, 2 rebounds already. So that's what we need from our shooting guard right there.
Cheyenne's second free throw now. Shot is up. And hard off the back rim, no good. Maddie Rayleigh corrals the rebound.
Cheyenne Jones getting her hand in the passing lane, almost forcing another turnover for the Titans.
13-7 lead for the Hatchets here. 1:45 left in the first quarter. Presley Johnson will take it out of bounds for the Titans. Holly Bittner steps in for the Titans. She has the ball. Back to Johnson. Rayleigh puts up a three, and it's good.
She can do it all. Hitting threes, hitting layups, she's swatting shots.
5 of the 10 points now for the Titans, Maddie Rayleigh has. Oh, look, Johnson looked to be fouled, but they say it got a ball. Out of bounds, it'll be Hatchet ball.
And checks Caitlin Davis for Shauna Webb. Shauna Webb, short-lived minutes, 2 or 3 minutes right there.
And Jenna will take it out of bounds under the basket. Inbounds to Emily Mahan. Ooh, puts up the shot, no good. And rebound by Presley Johnson.
Not a great shot there for the Hatchets that she had. Jenna Johnson wide open on the wing for a three.
And they push it up, and Hannah Cosby gets the layup. And the Hatchets look to push right back. Good hustle from both sides here.
A little push off against Caitlin Davis. Caitlin flying into the wall underneath.
Got a jump ball, and it'll go Titans' way. 13-12 here. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Holly Bittner will bring it across half. Rayleigh pulls up the shot, and another long two. She has 7 points already here in the first quarter. Jenna Johnson brings it across the timeline. Caitlin Davis has it to carry on the elbow. She'll kick it out to Emily Mahan. Jenna will set a ball screen, nothing there. And Emily gets it to Jenna. Good cut from Caitlin Davis. Blocked again from Maddie Rayleigh, her third. Carrie Lane to Caitlin Davis for a easy layup.
Great look there for Carrie Lane. Caitlin Davis made a nice cut underneath for a wide open layup.
10 seconds here. Titans push it up. Hannah Cosby another layup, and she's fouled by Caitlin Davis.
Not so sure about that one. Looks like Caitlin Davis was straight up and got all ball right there. Coach Gretchen Miles doesn't like that.
Well, the referees seem to disagree with you there. And it'll be 2 shots for Hannah Cosby. 5 seconds remaining in the first.
Pretty high scoring quarter.
She knocks down the first. Hannah Cosby puts her second shot up. And it's good as well. Hannah Cosby now has 6 points. Jenna Johnson pushes it up at the end of the quarter. And nothing there. And at the end of the first quarter, it's going to be Washington Hatchets 15, Gibson Southern 16. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be right back here in the Hatchet House, so stay with us. You're listening to WHSH.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Oh, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back to the Hatchet House. We're starting the second quarter now. The Hatchets trail by 1, 15-16. The Hatchets will have the ball out of bounds. Carrie Lane looks to inbound to Jenna Johnson. Not there. Cheyenne Jones gets it on the sideline.
Very physical first quarter for the Hatchets. See how they respond in the second.
Carrie Lane over to Jenna Johnson. She's being pressured by Holly Bittner. Goes by her, pull-up jumper. No good, but Izzy Wagner chased down the rebound. Out to Carrie Lane.
Izzy Wagner has a knack for the ball. He's there every time there's a missed shot.
Maddie Rayleigh picks it off, and they're going the other way. Oh, and she throws it away. Turnover number 5 for the Titans.
Jenna Johnson's really getting beat up out here. She's taking a lot of hard hits. She's getting back up after every one of them.
Looks like some full court man pressure here. Jenna Johnson will push it up. Now trapped by Maddie Rayleigh and Holly Bittner. Goes right by him. And Jenna Johnson attacks the basket out of bounds. Looked like they got a lot of arm there. Referees disagree. It'll be Hatchet ball underneath the basket.
They're sure letting them play tonight.
Carrie Lane has it. Blocked by Emily Roos. And ball tracked down by number 32, Alyssa Bright, who stepped in for the Titans. Holly Bittner has it up top over to Hannah Cosby. Maddie Rayleigh has it inside, and another easy 2 for Rayleigh. She now has 9 points.
I just really haven't had an answer for Maddie Rayleigh tonight. She had my goal with 11 points.
That was number 9 for her. Caitlin Davis, a good cut. Puts up the shot, and good. Over Rayleigh there.
We're going right right at Rayleigh now.
Hatchets now trail by 1, 18-17 with 6.5 left in the first half. It looks like the Hatchets going with a zone defense here. And Bittner travels. Good pressure from the Hatchets.
Jenna looks a little fatigued out there. She has her hands on her knees. See if she responds.
3 Titans are going to take a break here. Holly Bittner, Emily Roos, and Maddie Rayleigh. And Laura Barton will step in along with Presley Johnson and Kiana Smith. Carrie Lane now passes it to the corner. Caitlin Davis has it. Up to Jenna, who will look to Izzy Wagner in the corner. A lot of contact again. No call. Laura Barton will take it across half.
How are they calling that one? They're not calling any of the fouls down here. They're calling that little bit of a push-off on Cheyenne Jones. I'm not sure how that one works out.
Cheyenne picks up her first.
And comes into the Mayhem for the Hatchets. She checks in for Izzy Wagner. This gives some great energy tonight for the Hatchets.
Kiana Smith will take it out. Into Cosby for another easy 2. She now has 8 points, and Gretchen Miles wants a timeout. Hatchets trail by 3, 20-17. We've got a 30-second timeout, and we're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back here at the Hatchet House.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I've just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
We got a pizza for a Todd?
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Here at the Hatchet House, the Hatchets trail by 3 to a talented Gibson Southern team. Jenna Johnson will bring it across half. Over to Emily Mahan on the wing. Picks up her dribble. Here comes Carrie Lane. Into Cheyenne Jones. Puts it up and good. Kiana Smith will take it across half. Looks into, Alyssa Bright. Not there. Picked off by Cheyenne. Carrie Lane up to Jenna Johnson. Emily Mahan on the wing. Carrie Lane now. Nothing doing on the baseline. Up to Jenna Johnson. Guarded by Laura Barton. Back to Lane on the wing.
Lane's really looking for it in the post. They try to give it to her, but it's a turnover.
And it's stolen by Hannah Cosby, who gives it off to Kiana Smith. But the Titans want a timeout. It looks like the Gibson Southern coach is really upset with all the turnovers and just messy play here from the Titans. They take a 30-second timeout now. We're going to stay here. We've got 4 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first half. Your Hatchets trail 19-20 to the Gibson Southern Titans.
I think the Pep Band's trying to get some action up there. Getting a Let's Go Hatchet chant going. Glad to see them get involved.
Always appreciate the support from the Pep Band. And it looks like both teams are ready to get going here again. Kiana Smith will inbound to Laura Barton for the Titans. Barton will walk it up. Washington looks like they're in a 3-2 zone now.
A wide open look in the corner for Laura Barton. She can take it. Good break there for the Hatchets.
Barton will take a shot. No good. Rebounded by Laura Barton.
A good shot there for Carrie Lane, but sitting falling that time.
Good defense from Carrie. And the pass is deflected out of bounds. Maddie Rayleigh will check in for Hannah Cosby for the Titans.
I just have to do a really good job of shutting her down this time. She's back into the game. Shauna Webb checking in for Cheyenne Jones, so there goes Hatchet's size, at least for the time being. Get it to Maddie Rayleigh right off the inbound. Puts it in for 2-1.
That's too easy. Can't give them easy baskets like that. Jenna will pass it to Emily Mahan here. Back to Johnson. Caitlin Davis now on the wing. Good defense here from the Titans. Carrie Lane looks to drive baseline. She's cut off, puts it up, and no good, but she's fouled. She'll have 2 free throws coming up.
Good, strong move.
Foul is on number 32, Alyssa Bright. Her first, 3rd team foul now. Carrie's first shot is up, and hard off the back rim, no good. We have another one coming up. Hatchets trail by 3, 22-19. Her second shot is up and misses the second one. Maddie Rayleigh grabs the rebound.
Gonna go coast to coast here.
Drops it off to Barton. Over to Kiana Smith. Looks into Rayleigh again. It's deflected. Jenna Johnson comes up with it. And she's fouled by Kiana Smith.
That's the 5th time they've slapped her on the arm. That's the first time they've called it all night. So glad to see the refs are trying to wake up a little bit.
I believe the foul is on number 12, Kiana Smith here. That is her 2nd personal foul, 4th team foul. Carey will inbound it to Emily Mahan. Deflected, almost picked off there. Emily Mahan drives in, no good off the glass, and Alyssa Bright will pull down the rebound. Bittner to Rayleigh in the corner. Good ball movement from the Titans. 3's up, no good. And Rayleigh saves it off Jenna Johnson. Good effort there from both of them. But it will remain Gibson Southern ball.
Cheyenne Jones and Izzy Wagner checking back into the game for Shauna Webb and Emily Mahan.
Hannah Cosby will also check in for Alyssa Bright, who played some good minutes. Here comes Emily Roos as well with the Titans. She will check in for Laura Barton. Roos will inbound it underneath the basket. Gets it into Presley Johnson. Rayleigh has it in the corner. Back to Bittner. Presley Johnson puts up a 3, no good. Rebound, Carrie Lane, and she's fouled.
Good strong rebound there for Carrie Lane. It's also a very good box out.
Foul is on number 15, Holly Bittner. That is her first personal, 5th team foul. Jenna Johnson now pushes it up the sideline. Being pressured here by Holly Bittner. She's trapped.
Tries to get through the trap, and it's unsuccessful as she will turn it over.
Oh! Looks like emotions are flaring here.
Yeah, getting a little bit chippy down there on the floor.
The foul is on number 30, Carrie Lane of the Hatchets. That's her first. Holly Bittner will inbound for the Titans. She gives it to Emily Roos. Titans have a 3-point lead now. Just under 3 to play in the first half. Rayleigh has it in the corner. Skip to Roos. Johnson swings to Rayleigh again in the corner. Looks into Hannah Cosby. Hatchets just can't keep up with all the passing here. Johnson has another open 3. No good, but Rayleigh tracks down the rebound. Puts in point number 11.
One of the easiest 2 points ever going to have right there. Just a wide open layup.
Jenna Johnson drives in for a layup here. Blocked by Cosby, but Cheyenne grabs the rebound and is fouled on the putback attempt.
Good strong rebound there from Cheyenne. Has the presence of mind to go up with it.
Foul will be on number 25, Presley Johnson of the Titans. That is her first. 6-team foul, so the Hatchets will be in the bonus. Cheyenne with 2 free throws now. First one is up and good.
Hatchets really need to get this lead. Maybe even get it back, or at least get it to a tie before the end of the half.
They now trail by 4. Just over 2 minutes left. Cheyenne's second shot is up and no good.
McKenna Cosby grabs the rebound. Hatchet still in the 3-2 zone, looking to force some more Titan turnovers.
Presley Johnson has it in the corner. Nothing there. Bruce will swing it to Holly Bittner. Back to Johnson in the corner. Good defense from the Hatchets here. Looks into Cosby, and another easy layup.
But Ferris wide open layup underneath the Titans.
Cosby now has 10 for the game.
Not going to beat very many teams this season.
And the Hatchets will call a timeout. As Jenna Johnson is trapped, it's going to be a full timeout, and we're going to take a 1-minute break. Come back here to the Hatchets after this. 26-20 Gibson Southern.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against the wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
So, what's up?
We finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good? Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Hatchet House here. We have 1:36 left in the second quarter. Hatchets trail 26-20 to the Gibson Southern Titans. Jenna Johnson will bring it across half. Penetrates into the lane, pull up, no good. Carrie Lane tracks down the rebound, and her 15-footer is in. Now 26-22.
Hatchets have been living off the offensive rebound. That's 8 second chance points for the Hatchets tonight.
Bittner gives it to number 10, Aubrey Langford, who just entered the lineup. Presley Johnson puts up a 3, no good, but gets her on board. Layup, no good. And we've got a jump ball.
Got to block out the shooter. She just went right around Mahan, grabbed her offensive rebound, and put up a layup. Fortunately for the Hatchets, she missed it.
It's going to be jump ball, and it'll remain Titans ball. Presley Johnson will take it out under the basket. Up to Maddie Rayleigh. Aubrey Langford puts up a 3, and it's good.
You can just throw the ball up down low, and Maddie Rayleigh will come down with it more times than not.
Aubrey Langford steps in right off the bench and hits a big shot. Cheyenne Jones now has it for the Hatchets, out to Carrie Lane. Emily Mahan on the wing now. Gets it back up to Jenna Johnson. It looks like the Hatchets are going to hold for one shot here to close out the first half.
Hopefully they get a good look here. They really need a good look going into the break.
Emily Mahan has it on the wing. Up to Jenna Johnson. And it's a foul on number 10, Aubrey Langford of the Titans. Good job of Johnson being strong with the ball. And the Hatchets are now in the 1-and-1. Jenna Johnson will have a bonus here.
Reliable free throw shooter we have at the line right here, so I want to jinx it again, but it could be too easy for the Hatchets.
20 seconds remain here in the first half. Jenna's first shot is up. And no good. Maddie Rayleigh pulls down the rebound.
There's the jinx right there.
Probably should have said that was your fault. That was your fault.
Yeah, that's my fault. I'll take it.
10 seconds left in the first half. Holly Laura Barton has it up top. Maddie Rayleigh now with it. Presley Johnson has it. Looking for the flare. Rayleigh puts up a 3. No good. And the Hatchets are going to go into the halftime locker room. They trail 29-22 at the end of the first half. Putting up a good fight. Hopefully we can come out and keep that up here in the second half. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back soon here at the Hatchet House.
If you store your guns properly.
So not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members.
I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories or scary news reports.
I won't have to hold someone's hand and shout you're gonna make it.
And I won't have to tell my kids this isn't a drill.
Please.
Please.
Please. Please.
Please.
Do it for us.
For us. Do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
We're back here at the Hatchet House. Some of the halftime scoring first for Gibson Southern. We have Maddie Rayleigh leading with 11 points, as well as 4 rebounds. Presley Johnson has a 3. Hannah Cosby has 10 on 4 2-point field goals and 2 free throws. Aubrey Langford came in off the bench and hit a 3. Kiana Smith has not scored yet, but does have 2 personal fouls. Holly Bittner hasn't scored, but has 1 foul. Hannah Cosby has 1 foul. Presley Johnson also has 1, and Alyssa Bright has 1. So that rounds out the scoring for Gibson Southern. Pizza, what do you have for the Hatchets here?
We have Izzy Wagner with 4 points and 3 boards. Emily Mahan came off the bench. She added 1 rebound. Caitlin Davis added 4 points. Carrie Lane added 2 points and 3 rebounds. Cheyenne Jones has 8 points and 4 rebounds. And Jenna Johnson has 4 points and a rebound, and she has also added 4 assists.
The Hatchets are hanging with a very talented Gibson Southern team. I've been impressed with the way they're battling, being physical, and the referees are really letting them play today.
Yeah, this has been a very physical game. There's been a lot of hard falls from Jenna Johnson, a lot of little iffy plays on the floor that probably could have been, I don't know, called a foul, and they really weren't called a foul. So
we'll see if the referees continue to let them play this physical in the second half.
Especially down around the basket. Anytime you go up for a layup or a putback, you're going to get hit. But the referees just haven't been calling it so far. But it has been even. They're not calling it all for one side. They are letting them be physical. But I think with Gibson Southern's advantage in terms of size, I think that's benefiting them a little bit. But the Hatchets have also forced 7 turnovers so far in the first half, which will always help lead into easy offense.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched college basketball games that aren't even this physical due to the refs, but these refs are really letting them play, and kind of wishes how the college game was, but it's not really how it works anymore in the college basketball. They're trying to protect the players. But, yeah, just a really good half of basketball here at the Hatchet House.
It was. Like I said earlier, Maddie Rayleigh is leading Gibson Southern with 11 points to go along with 4 rebounds. She's a really strong player, coming in at 6'1". She definitely has a size advantage against most teams, especially ours. But Cheyenne Jones has done a good job battling down low. And Caitlin Davis has been guarding her, which has limited her opportunities on the perimeter. But she has found any open space given to her and knocked down a few shots. She's hit a 3, a couple layups, and some rebounds. So she's really stuffing the stat sheet so far tonight.
Yeah, you think Coach Gretchen Miles is in the locker room giving out a game plan on how to slow down Maddie Rayleigh. She's probably a first team, or not, maybe not first team, but an all-state caliber player. She's a very strong player, so the Hatchets are going to have to find a way to slow her down in the second half if they want to come back and win this game.
Also, Hannah Cosby has 10, and she's, I think, she has 2 or 4 easy layups just right there on the basket with nobody around her to go along with 3 rebounds. She also is 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and we really can't afford to give them easy buckets like that, especially with a talented offensive team like Gibson Southern is.
Yeah, here comes Gibson Southern out of the locker room. See if they had a game plan on how to slow down Cheyenne Jones. But, yeah, like you said, with that size, it's really hard to get a really good look underneath. So our Hatchets are going to have to rely on their outside shooting to try to bring them back from the 7-point deficit.
It's good to see. We have hit a few perimeter shots so far. I remember a few from Jenna Johnson as well as Izzy Wagner, who has really provided great energy for the Hatchets so far, tracking down several offensive rebounds, hitting a couple long jump shots, and we definitely need to have a jump shooter like that in the game that can stretch out the defense a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a real struggle this year for the Hatchets, not really having any outside perimeter shooting like last year when you had Allie Hunsinger and Lupe Perez. They were reliable three-point shooters. This year they've really worked on driving into the lane, kicking out, maybe getting a couple good mid-range shots, but really they've made a lot of their points at the free throw line and at the right at the basket for layups.
Hopefully the Hatchets can keep battling here at the Hatchet House. Gibson Southern has a 29-22 lead. We're going to take a 2-minute break here, and we'll return to the Hatchet House afterwards. Here we go.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent, 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR, 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year, 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back to the Hatchet House. I'm Colton Garland alongside Nick Gray. The Hatchets are currently trailing 29-22 to a very talented Gibson Southern Lady Titans team. Maddie Rayleigh leads all scorers with 11 points, and Cheyenne Jones leads the Hatchets with 8. We've got about 1 minute remaining here until the third quarter begins. It looks like the Hatchets will come out with the same starters, and Gibson Southern will do the same. Hopefully, as they did to start the game, as they jumped off to an 8-0 run, hopefully the Lady Hatchets can pull off another run like that and get back even or even ahead of these the Lady Titans.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot for the Hatchets to get back into this game. They're going to have to hit some shots, force some turnovers, and limit their own turnovers. But I think the Hatchets are up for the challenge. I think Coach Gretchen Miles has given them a pretty good game plan on how to slow down Maddie Rayleigh. But we'll see, starting in the third quarter, how it works out.
Gibson Southern will keep their starting lineup out there. It'll be Kiana Smith, Laura Barton, Hannah Cosby, Presley Johnson, and Maddie Rayleigh. And the Hatchets will have Cheyenne Jones, Jenna Johnson, Caitlin Davis, Izzy Wagner, and Carrie Lane. It'll be Hatchet ball coming out here for the third quarter. Carrie Lane will inbound to Jenna Johnson. Jenna kicks it to Caitlin Davis on the wing. Up to Carrie Lane. Izzy with it on the wing now. Good movement here from the Hatchets.
Real physical battle going on down low with Cheyenne Jones and Hannah Cosby.
Cheyenne now has it in the corner. She'll give it up to Jenna Johnson. Caitlin Davis now on the wing. Jenna gets it back.
Good defense from the Titans starting off the third quarter.
Penetrates, nothing there. Kicks back to Carrie Lane. Caitlin Davis now on the wing. Good defense here from Gibson Southern. Carrie Lane has it. Gets it in the lane, but it's blocked by Maddie Rayleigh, her fourth of the game. And Kiana Smith pushes it to Presley Johnson. Pull-up jumper. No good.
Izzy Wagner comes down with the rebound. They're pushing the ball up quick.
Caitlin Davis, fast break layup, good. 29-24 Titans here. Rayleigh penetrates, nothing there.
Wow.
Gets her own board, misses again. And Jenna pushes it up off to Carrie Lane. Puts it up and good. Good start to the second half here for the Hatchets, and it'll be timeout Gibson Southern.
Hatchets are doing a really good job pushing the tempo starting off the third quarter. Jenna Johnson gets the ball in transition and it's full speed ahead.
It's a full timeout for the Titans. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back here at the Hatchet House. Welcome back here to the Hatchet House. The Lady Hatchets currently trail Gibson Southern by 3, 29-26, with 6.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. And both teams will come back out onto the court. No substitutions. And it'll be Gibson Southern ball.
Great start to the third quarter for the Hatchets. I'm sure that's what Coach and Miles wanted from the Hatchets to start off this second half, get back right into this game.
Kiana Smith will walk it up for the Titans. Kicks it over to Laura Barton. Presley Johnson in the corner. Smith puts up a three, and it's good.
Nice stroke there from number 12, Kiana Smith. That was a great shot.
That's her first bucket of the night. Jenna Johnson penetrates and kicks to Caitlin Davis. No good, but Carrie Lane tracks down the rebound. Jenna for three. And good.
Great work there from Carrie Lane underneath to find Jenna Johnson for the wide open three-pointer. Good to see Jenna Johnson convert on that one.
And it looks like a 2-3 zone here for the Hatchets. Laura Barton puts it up, no good. Cheyenne Jones tracks down the rebound.
Another hard fall from Jenna Johnson. She's made quite a few of those tonight. Glad she's gotten up from that one.
Jenna has it now over to Carrie Lane, who kicks it to Cheyenne Jones. Jenna Johnson with it now. Carrie Lane has it. Caitlin Davis catches in the corner. Good pass to Cheyenne Jones. And blocked by Hannah Cosby, her third of the game. Kiana Smith looks to push it up the floor. Maddie Rayleigh puts up a three, no good. Jenna Johnson tracks down the rebound.
That looked like Jenna Johnson pulled the rebound down and may have stepped out of bounds, but I don't know.
I'm not sure what he tried to call there.
Fortunate break for the Hatchets, though. We'll take that one.
We will take it. And Coach Monroe of Gibson Southern, he seems confused too.
Yeah, he's not very happy. Not a very popular call over there.
Jenna Johnson with it now. Guarded by number 30, Lexi Lay, who makes her first appearance here for the Titans. Cheyenne with it now up top, guarded by Hannah Cosby. Caitlin Davis on the wing, up to Carrie Lane, who penetrates. Nothing doing. Jenna Johnson for the layup. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line for two.
Yet another hard fall. She went down pretty rough on that one. Kind of like you going down on the floor. So you make a lot of hard falls sometimes.
It happens, man. It happens. The foul is on, I believe, number 12, Kiana Smith. That's her third personal. Jenna Johnson's first free throw is in. 32-30, Washington trails. Jenna's second shot. Takes her time, shots up, and good. Great start to the second half for the Hatchets.
Cut the 7-point deficit to 1 in a matter of 3.5 minutes, so very good start for the Washington Hatchets.
Lay kicks it to Kiana Smith in the corner, puts up a 3 and another one. Smith didn't score in the first half, but comes out firing in the second and knocks down 2 threes. Carrie Lane picks up her dribble now. And timeout Hatchets. We've got a full timeout here, and we are going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back here at the Hatchet House soon.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
We're back at the Hatchet House now. We'll be Hatchet ball on the sideline. Carrie Lane will inbound. Some trouble here. Deflected, and it'll be Hatchet ball again. That's number 32, Alyssa Bright, checking into the lineup. Jenna Johnson now has it. She'll bring it across the timeline, guarded by Lexi Lay. Oh, and she trips, and out off her, it'll be Gibson Southern ball. And Emily Roos will take it across for the Titans. Over to Maddie Rayleigh. Good ball movement from the Titans. Hannah Cosby has it on the block. Turnaround, no good. Cheyenne Jones comes up with it. Gets it to Jenna Johnson, who will push it up. Splits the defenders. Carrie Lane puts it up in the paint. Ooh. No good, but gets her own rebound, and she'll put that one in.
Good work there from Carrie Lane underneath, sticking with the missed shot. Hard work pays off underneath as she gets a wide open layup.
Lexi Lay now gives it to Maddie Rayleigh. Up to Emily Roos. Here's Hannah Cosby at the top of the key. Maddie Rayleigh catches it in the lane, but deflected by Izzy Wagner.
Great defense there from Izzy. Just pokes the ball loose from Maddie Rayleigh.
Carrie Lane with it now, blocked by Hannah Cosby again, and she grabs the rebound.
A couple fans up behind us really didn't like that one right there. Gotten a little bit physical.
Lexi Lay now brings it across. Over to Alyssa Bright, who gives it to Maddie Rayleigh. To Lexi Lay on the wing. She dribbles up, gives it to Maddie Rayleigh, who looks to penetrate. And a good take there. That's her first points of the second half.
But a strong move there. Finishes him with the weak hand. It's a good basket there.
She now has 13 for the Titans.
Jenna Johnson's getting trapped in the backcourt. Gets it across half.
Carrie Lane now has it up to Jenna Johnson. Back to Carrie. Hatchets are being patient here on offense. Looks like they're trying to catch their breath a little bit. Ooh. Oh, good save from Jenna, but throws it right to Alyssa Bright. Good hustle from Caitlin Davis, and Carrie Lane comes up with it. But we got a jump ball.
Oh.
Gibson Southern ball.
Not a very popular call here at the Hatchet House. Fans didn't really like that one.
Now 37-33, Gibson Southern here with just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Shauna Webb checks in for Caitlin Davis. Looks a little shaken up. Heading over to the Hatchet bench.
Roots gets it to Alyssa Bright. Out to Johnson. Lexi Lay puts up a 3. Short, misses everything, and it'll be Hatchet ball.
Oh, here comes Callie Garland. She's checking in for Carrie Lang. Colton, you know a little bit about Callie Garland?
Yeah. Let's just say she gets all her talent from me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'll say last broadcast you were saying your 7-year-old sister has all the talent in the family.
She's being trapped here now. And we've got a full timeout taken by Gretchen Miles. Kind of thrown out to the Wolves right there on the first action she gets tonight in the varsity game. Right now it's 37-33 Gibson Southern with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. It looks like the pressure has caused a little bit of problem for the Hatchets. Jenna Johnson has done a pretty good job of breaking the press with her dribbling, but couldn't do it that time.
Yeah, she has 6 assists in this game, and quite a few of them are for pushing up the tempo and just getting somebody a nice, easy look under the basket.
Seems like here early in the second half so far, all of our good looks have been on fast break layups or offensive rebounds. Hopefully we can keep that going and stay close to this talented team. They only trail by 4 here. Shauna Webb will take the ball out of bounds for the Hatchets. Shauna Webb gives it to Jenna Johnson, who will take it across, guarded by Lexi Lay. And foul called here. It'll be on Lexi Lay.
A little bit of a sarcastic cheer from the Hatchet fans on that call.
That was her first personal foul, second team foul here for the Titans. Trouble inbounding it and throws it right to Lexi Lay. Tries behind the back, not there. There's a scramble, and Hannah Cosby ends up with it. She'll give it to Lexi Lay.
Somehow scoots out there and looked like for sure it'd be a jump ball, be going the other way for the Hatchets.
Johnson now has it back to Lay. Looking in for Cosby. Roos now swings it to Lexi Lay. Back to Johnson, back to Roos. Good ball movement here from the Titans. They've been moving it well all game.
Looks like they're looking to chew some clock here in the third quarter. Oh.
Dangerous pass there. Izzy Wagner picks it off. Fast break layup. It's good. Great play there from the junior. Now 37-35 Titans.
Izzy Wagner gets her first 2 points of the half after having 4 points in the first half.
Alyssa Bright now has it on the wing. Gives it to Cosby. She's trapped. Pass up to Johnson. Puts up a 3. No good. And Jenna Johnson will rip out the rebound.
Golly. Very physical underneath. Looks like they're going right after Jenna Johnson, but she's done a very good job of holding her own down there. She pulls down her third rebound of the match. And Caitlin Davis checks in for Cheyenne Jones, as well as Emily Mahan checks in for Izzy Wagner. Good minutes there from Izzy and Shy.
We've got 51.6 left here in the third quarter as Holly Bittner steps in for Emily Roos.
Looks like Coach Miles wants to give Izzy and Cheyenne a little bit of an extended break before the fourth quarter.
Mahan now trapped in the corner. Gets out of it, though. She's being triple teamed. Shauna Webb will take it across to Jenna Johnson.
Good look.
Callie gets it on the wing. Ooh. No good, but gets her own rebound and puts up 2. Told you I taught her that.
Taught her well then. You taught her pretty well.
That ties the ball game at 37 with 30 seconds left here in the third. Bittner off to Alyssa Bright. Now Lexi Lay passes to Presley Johnson.
There comes the pep band with a good old defensive chant. See if it gets into the head of the Mount Carmel, or Gibson Southern, Titans.
Alyssa Bright now has it. She'll give it to Holly Bittner. Presley Johnson over to Lexi Lay, puts it up, and good.
Heartbreaker.
And going into the final quarter here, Gibson Southern leads 39-37. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back here at the Hatchet House.
If if you store your guns properly.
So not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories or scary news reports.
I won't have to hold someone's hand and shout you're gonna make it.
And I won't have to tell my kids this isn't a drill.
Please.
Please,
Please. Please.
Please.
do it for us.
For us. Do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
Gibson Southern. Jenna Johnson just picked up her first foul of the game, and it will be Gibson Southern ball under the basket. Kiana Smith gets it back in the corner. Up to Maddie Rayleigh. Here's Laura Barton, puts up a three, and it's good.
She was wide open on that wing. Not sure what happened there. A little bit of a mental breakdown for the Hatchets.
Jenna now breaks the press. Over to Cheyenne Jones.
They're right back to that 7-point halftime lead that they had with a little over 7 minutes left in this game.
Hatchets really need a bucket here as Izzy Wagner catches it on the wing. Skips it to Cheyenne Jones. She's holding it. Carrie Lane now catches it in the corner. Jenna Johnson with the curl cut. Back to Lane, who will get it to Caitlin Davis in the corner. Johnson now catches it. Reverses to Izzy Wagner. Jenna Johnson has it.
Good defense from Gibson Southern. They're not allowing the Hatchets any breathing room right now.
Cheyenne catches on the wing. She'll drive against Hannah Cosby. Puts up the layup and good.
Very strong move there from Cheyenne Jones. Very strong.
Gibson Southern lead now down to 5.
Cheyenne's first points of the half, matter of fact. A wide open three.
Kiana Smith misses. Izzy Wagner tracks down the rebound. Great hustle. And they're off on the break. Jenna Johnson with the layup and good. 41-44 Gibson Southern. Under 6 minutes to play.
Turning defense into offense right there for the Hatchets. That's been their really bread and butter all season long.
In a 2-3 zone now from the Hatchets. Maddie Rayleigh catches in the corner. Puts up a three, no good, but gets her own rebound.
Couple players
and
shaking up
Barton
on the floor.
puts up a 2, and it's good. Ooh. Cheyenne Jones to Jenna Johnson for 3, no good. Rebound tracked down by Laura Barton.
And these refs are really letting them play. Very physical matchup.
Jinx.
So there have been 7 fouls called, and we're just about done with this game. 7 fouls the whole game. Wow, it's not a lot of fouls.
Presley Johnson now has it at the top. Over to Hannah Cosby. Gets it back to Barton, guarded by Izzy Wagner. Rayleigh catches it. Over to Hannah Cosby. He'll go back up. Rayleigh shoots the runner. No good. Gets her own board, and she's fouled. She's a very talented player. She's caused a lot of problems for the Hatchets so far tonight.
You can't let that happen. You can't let her get her own rebound 2 straight possessions, because that really just doesn't fall well with Coach Miles. I'm sure that's not what she wanted coming out of the half.
Her first free throw's up, and it's good. Her first trip to the line so far tonight.
Emily Mahan checks in for Izzy Wagner.
Aubrey Langford will check in for the Titans. She's in for Presley Johnson. Rayleigh's second free throw's up and good. Gibson Southern now leads 48-41 as Carrie Lane will take it across half.
Looking to break the press pretty quickly, but here comes the
trap. Drives
Jinx.
straight out of it. Ooh. And Rayleigh with another block. That's number 5 tonight.
Seems like she has 10 of them.
Nope, just 5.
Sure.
Jenna Johnson will inbound under the basket. Trouble here. Gets it to Emily Mahan. Guarded by Rayleigh. Carrie Lane now drives to the basket. Puts it up and good. And one.
Jinx.
Wow.
Good, strong move there from Carrie Lane. Carrie's really taken over the offense this half, as she now has 10 points on the night. 8 points, excuse me.
Now 48-43 Gibson Southern. But Carrie Lane has one shot from the free throw line here. And Laura Barton will check out, and Emily Roos checks in for her. Carrie's free throw is up. And good. 48-44 Gibson Southern. 4.5 minutes left in the fourth.
See if the Hatchets can play some defense here. They really need a big stop right here.
Kiana Smith dribbles up, off to Langford.
Oh.
Somehow Rayleigh ends up with it. Hannah Cosby will drive in. Ooh. No good, but she's fouled. Cosby has had a strong game so far. She has 5 rebounds as well as 10 points. Her first shot's up and short. She has another one coming now. Shots up. And that one's short too. But it will be Gibson Southern ball as Cheyenne Jones deflects it out of bounds.
You gotta have that. We can't let them miss 2 free throws and then give them another possession when they're down 4.
And we've got a foul call now.
Now they're starting to call the fouls.
A hold on Emily Mahan of the Hatchets. Her second of the game. 4th of the half for the Hatchets. Aubrey Langford in the corner puts up a 3. No good. And Cheyenne Jones takes the rebound.
Good, strong rebound there from Cheyenne Jones.
Jenna gets it to Caitlin Davis. She's trapped now. Trouble.
Ooh.
And it's a 5-second call. A lot of contact there.
That was great defense there by Gibson Southern, but like you said, a lot of contact. Probably could have been called either way. Not a very popular call once again with the Hatchets.
48-44 Gibson Southern. Just under 4 minutes to play. Hannah Cosby now kicks to Emily Roos in the corner. Kiana Smith catches for 3. No good. And Hannah Cosby ends up with the rebound.
Another offensive rebound for Gibson Southern. So they have about 15 of those.
Emily Roos now has it. Over to Cosby. Picked off by Caitlin Davis. She's got a layup. But no good. Contested by Maddie Rayleigh there.
Caitlin went for the jump stop and then a little shot over Rayleigh, but that little short.
And Hannah Cosby runs the floor and puts in 2.
Great offense there from Gibson Southern. That was a great look. Jenny Johnson once again breaks the press.
Emily Mahan puts up the jump shot. No good. Caitlin Davis with the rebound, and it's good.
Got a very entertaining game coming down the stretch right here, it looks like.
50-46 Gibson Southern. Maddie Rayleigh has it. Back to Kiana Smith to Langford. He will dribble up top.
Not in a hurry to get a good shot here. Just looking to kill some time.
Maddie Rayleigh puts up a 3. No good. Off
Oh.
Emily Roos, and it'll be hatchet ball.
Now Gibson Southern's not really liking the rest right here. Very physical matchup, but they are calling it both ways.
Gibson Southern will play a man-to-man press here.
Maybe.
Carrie Lane will take it out of bounds into Jenna Johnson. She's trapped but breaks it.
Got numbers up the floor.
Gets it to Cheyenne.
Oh.
Deflected but out of bounds. It'll stay hatchet ball under the basket.
They had numbers going up the floor. Cheyenne Jones just tried threading the needle right there. Didn't really work out for her.
That was a good hustle back there from Presley Johnson of the Titans. Jenna Johnson will inbound now. And she gets it to Cheyenne Jones. Hannah Cosby with another block.
Oh. Wow.
A physical battle down there. And we've got a foul on number 34, Maddie Rayleigh. That's her first of the night.
You know, Colton, I'm not sure your game was as physical last night against your rival Jasper.
I don't know. It was pretty physical. But, I mean, they're really battling out there.
Heads up play from Jenna Johnson. Throws it off the lady guarding the inbounds, number 32, Alyssa Bright.
Hatchets are really struggling getting the ball inbound so far tonight, but they do it well here. Carrie Lane now up to Emily Mahan.
Good
Into
look.
Wagner for an easy layup, and it's good.
Great look there from Emily Mahan. Not taking the wide open three, but looking underneath for Izzy Wagner. She now has 8 points on the night.
50-48 Gibson Southern, 2 minutes remaining. Maddie Rayleigh gives it to Alyssa Bright, out to Kiana Smith. Over to Presley Johnson. She's trapped now.
Ooh.
Looked like a push-off there. Gretchen Miles wanted a push-off called, but instead they're going to call it on Jenna Johnson.
Looks like they're starting to call the little hand check fouls. They haven't been calling them all game. We now have 9 fouls this half, as opposed to, what was it, 4 in the last half?
Yes. Jenna Johnson picks up her second of the game. She'll guard the inbound here. They get it to Maddie Rayleigh.
Maybe. Travel.
Oh, wow. Hannah Cosby ends up with it and puts in an and one.
Looked like a travel right there. Maybe not, but never know with these refs right now. They look a little lost out there to me.
I'm going to have to agree. But Hannah Cosby will now go to the line for her and one opportunity, and she puts it in.
They are calling it both ways, so they're keeping it fair at least.
Hannah Cosby now has 13 points along with 6 rebounds. Emily Mahan now dribbles up. Ooh. Kick ball. It'll remain hatchet ball. They'll take it out on the sideline here.
Must score possession here for the Hatches. They can't afford to miss a shot here and let Gibson Southern go drain off the clock.
1:40 remaining, 53-48 Gibson Southern. Inbound to Jenna Johnson. She'll give it to Carrie Lane. Over to Emily Mahan and back up to Lane. Cheyenne with it on the wing now, guarded by Hannah Cosby. Emily Mahan puts up a 3. No good. Alyssa Bright pulls down the rebound.
That shot looked pretty good from up here, Colton.
I agree. Maddie Rayleigh now has it in the corner. Good ball movement here from Gibson Southern.
No
Alyssa
hurry.
Bright has it.
No hurry to get a shot off here. I'm looking to just drain the clock. We got about a minute left in this game now.
1 minute remaining. Hatchets trail by 5.
See if Gibson Southern's able to hit their free throws down the stretch.
And Carrie Lane will foul Presley Johnson, who will go to the line for a 1-and-1, I believe. Excuse me, that foul was on Emily Mahan, who picks up her 4th.
Caitlin Davis checks into the game for Emily Mahan as she heads to the Hatchet bench.
And it will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Presley Johnson. 53-48, Gibson Southern with 54 seconds remaining. Johnson's first shot is up.
No good.
No good.
Cheyenne Jones now has a double-double.
Jenna Johnson pushes it up, and she's fouled by Presley Johnson.
It's only the 5th foul on the Titans, though, as they'll have another foul to give before the Hatchets are in the 1-and-1.
That's Johnson's second foul so far tonight. Jenna Johnson now has it up top. Over to Izzy Wagner. Guarded by Maddie Rayleigh. Jenna Johnson catches and drives. Oh, Hannah Cosby pulls down another strong rebound, number 7 for her. And Kiana Smith is fouled by Izzy Wagner, and she'll go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
That ball hit every part of the rim. Just didn't fall in for Cheyenne. Tough break.
And Gretchen Miles wants a full timeout, and we're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back here in the Hatchet House. Stay tuned.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
We finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
What if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
We're back here at the Hatchet House, 54-48. Gibson Southern now with 33 seconds remaining. Kiana Smith just knocked down her first free throw attempt. Her second one is now up and no good.
Offensive rebound for
and
the Titans.
Kiana Smith ends up with it over to Maddie Rayleigh. And Smith is fouled once again. She'll go to the line for another 1-and-1. 25 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Jenna Johnson picks up her third foul there. First shot's up and good for Kiana Smith. 55-48 Gibson Southern with 25 seconds left.
That pretty much ends the game right there. 7 points, 25 seconds, 8 points now, 25 seconds left.
Kiana Smith knocks down the second. Jenna Johnson will push it up here. Need to score quick. Emily Mahan puts up a 3. No good. And it's out off Hannah Cosby. And it'll be hatchet ball with 16 seconds left. Now 56-48. Jenna Johnson. Ball is kicked by Johnson. Presley Johnson this time. And hatchet ball again under the basket. Emily Mahan now puts up another 3. No good, but Carrie Lane tracks it down. Mahan, no good. And a travel by Maddie Rayleigh there.
Ooh.
Interesting call. 6 seconds remaining.
Slow clap from the pep band, trying to get the Hatchets back into the game, but it may just be a little too late.
Carrie Lane puts up, shoot. They need to get, no, they won't do it.
Not sure what that was.
Nothing doing there for the Hatchets on the last possession. The Hatchets fall 56-48 to the Gibson Southern Titans. Hatchets move to 9-7 on the season, and the Titans will move to 15-4. Hatchets did put up a good battle, but just couldn't pull it out at the end. We're going to come back after this for the Hatchet post-game show, so stay tuned. You're listening to WHSH.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Check yourself or wreck yourself.
Hatchet House for the Hatchet Postgame show. This afternoon, the Hatchets fell 56-48 to the Gibson Southern Lady Titans. This continued the Titans' now 4-game winning streak. And we're going to go with some stats here. First off, for Gibson Southern, I had Maddie Rayleigh and Hannah Cosby, both leading Gibson Southern with 13 points. Rayleigh finished with 8 rebounds, as well as Hannah Cosby pulled down 7. So a strong game from both of their star frontliners. Now for the Hatchets, Pizza, what do you got?
We had Jenna Johnson leading the Hatchets with 11 points. She also added 3 rebounds and 6 assists. Cheyenne Jones had a double-double with 10 points and 10 boards. We had Carrie Lane, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Caitlin Davis also added 8 points, and Izzy Wagner had 8 points and 5 rebounds.
So some balanced scoring there from the Hatchets, which is good to see, but they just couldn't pull it out tonight. We definitely struggled with the size of Gibson Southern, as well as their physical play. We just couldn't quite handle it, but I think we did a good job of battling. And I think Gibson Southern had to work for everything they got on offense. Like we said several times on the show, they are a very talented team. That win moved them to 15-4 on the season, and 2 of their 4 losses came to number 2 in the state, Princeton Tigers. So it's always tough when you lose a close game like that. But the Hatchets definitely had a lot of bright spots in tonight's game.
Yeah, you thought in the second half they came out, cut the lead to 1. You thought maybe they're going to take the lead, maybe hold on to the lead for the game. But, Maddie Rayleigh and her size, she's able to pass very well for her size. She was just too much for the Hatchets to overcome. And just a lot of key turnovers, a lot of key offensive rebounds that Gibson Southern had really just sealed the deal for the Hatchets.
The Washington Hatchet girls team will their next game will be, will be at Vincennes Reveille, who is always a very, very talented team. That'll be a tough game for them. And the next game for Gibson Southern will be at Southridge, which will be a tough game for them as well. Southridge was, they knocked us out in sectional last year with a young team, so with more experience now, they're definitely having a solid season.
Yeah, we were the favorites going into the section last year, I would say, and I'm sure a lot of people around the area would say. But Southridge came in. I'm pretty sure they started 4 sophomores, and they beat. We started 3 seniors and a junior, and their inexperience came out, and it proved to be a non-factor, and they just knocked us right out of the sectional by 1 point.
So today, Gibson Southern continues their now 4-game winning streak over the Hatchets, 58-46. They will next game will be at Southridge. The Hatchets, they got more strong play from Jenna Johnson today, which we said we earlier in the pregame show. We said we definitely needed her to push the ball up the floor and hopefully use Gibson Southern's size against him. But they did a good job of, for the most part, of transition defense and holding us on the transition game.
Yeah, the first 2 possessions for the Hatchets in the second half came off of missed shots from Gibson Southern. Jenna Johnson pushed the tempo, and we always really got a good shot underneath. And then their coach, Mark Monroe, called a timeout. He was afraid it was going to get out of hand, but they settled down, and they took the lead, and they held it for good.
We also said we wanted to establish Cheyenne Jones in the post. She definitely had a strong game today. She finished with a double-double, 10 points and 10 boards. So a good play from the senior there. Also, Jenna Johnson had a strong game with 11 points. She also finished with 6 assists, which is definitely what you want to see out of a point guard. She came in last year and was really expected to step in, and she's improved so much since the beginning of last year to now with all of her experience. And at the beginning of the game today, when we jumped out to an 8-0 run, it really looked like we could surprise the Titans today. The Titans calmed down after Coach Monroe called a timeout, and they really settled into their offense and didn't allow us to get points off of our defense so much. And that really helped them out, and they picked their lead back up.
Yeah, their experience really overcame our inexperience. They came out. They had a lot of blocked shots. They probably had about 7 or 8 blocked shots, and that was probably really hard for the Hatchets to overcome. Not being a very good 3-point shooting team, they probably shot about 1 of 8 from outside this game.
I had both Maddie Rayleigh and Hannah Cosby with 5 blocks each.
Oh, wow. Okay, so double-digit blocks.
Yeah, so their size and their length really caused problems in the post for us. But we definitely battled down there, which was good to see. And the refs were really letting them play a physical game today, which benefited their size and strength inside.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of size on the Hatchets, but they really do play with a lot of heart, and they try to use every bit of their size to an advantage. But today, which wasn't a very good chance for the Hatchets to get it.
So today, this afternoon, the Hatchets fall 56-48 to a very talented Gibson Southern team. The Hatchets will return at Vincennes Reveille in their next game, which will be another tough matchup for them. But that's the conclusion of our post-game show. Thanks for joining us here on WHSH. I'm Colton Garland. I'm here with Nick Gray, and we're signing off. Have a great day.
Colton, go out there and get some revenge tonight against the Gibson Southern boys team. Good luck tonight.
That's the plan. Thank you.